Good morning, everyone. My name's Sean Wood, and I'm the chairman of the board for the Huntington Beach Chamber of Commerce. I have some exciting news that I'm going to share with you. Earlier this year, the Huntington Beach Chamber of Commerce Executive Board engaged an executive recruitment firm to assist us in finding a president and CEO to take the helm of the Huntington Beach Chamber of Commerce. At the conclusion of a national search, we were lucky to find a candidate that had the vision and the wherewithal to take this organization to the next level. Best of all, that candidate was a Huntington Beach local who still holds strong ties to our business community. He understands HB and brings a deep knowledge of economic development best practices to help support our community. Please join me in welcoming today's host and the new president and CEO of the Huntington Beach Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Maxwell Daffron.
Good morning, everybody. Hello, thanks for having me here. My name is Max Daffron. I am the new president and CEO of the Huntington Beach Chamber of Commerce. I'm thrilled to be here, honestly. It is my third day on the job, so please give me a little bit of grace today. Kind of getting thrown to the wolves, but it's all good. These are friendly wolves. I've known many of these people for years, frankly, and it's great to be home. Let me just say that much. I'm very excited to stand before you guys as a willing partner and advocate for the Huntington Beach business community and the city of Huntington Beach. Words cannot describe my joy, honestly, in coming home and giving my kids the opportunity to grow up in the quality of life that I had here in Huntington Beach. It's something that I'm very, very excited about. And to be honest, Grandma's really excited too. But with that, we're gonna jump in to the 2025 State of the City. So real quick to get us started, I'd like to ask Bob Ewing, our PD chaplain, to come up and give us a quick invocation. Bob, are you there? There you are. Oh.
Would you all bow with me, please? Almighty God and our loving Father, we are so thankful for today. Father, I thank you for our great city. I thank you for the many men and women, the businesses that make it run. I thank you for Mayor Burns. I thank you for the leadership he's extended over our city for the past year. I thank you for the city council. I thank you for all those who work with the city. Father, we are so thankful to be here amongst a group of people that really are powerful, not because of the position they hold, but because of how they serve people. We ask you would bless our morning, speak to us. We love you and thank you in the name, your most holy name, I pray. Amen.
All right, beautiful. Let's jump into this real quick. I have a couple of housekeeping items. First of all, I'd like to thank our title sponsor for today that made today's event possible, Golden West College. Thank you very much. I love it. I'd also love to thank our gold sponsors, the City of Huntington Beach, Hoag Hospital, Chevron, California Resources Corporation, and Pacific City. Our silver sponsor today is AES. Our bronze sponsor, Cal State Long Beach. And our networking sponsor, Republic Services. I would also like to thank all of our elected officials in the audience today. The work that many of us do is reflective of your goals and priorities for our community, and we are very thankful for your support. If you are an elected official in attendance, could you please stand and be recognized? Sorry to put you on the spot. I would also like to thank our partners from the City of Huntington Beach in attendance today. City of HB staff, I know you guys do a lot of work with us here at the Chamber, but also to help make this all possible. City of HB staff, will you please stand and be recognized? And finally, I'd like to recognize that this year's cohort for the Robert Mayer Leadership Academy is in attendance today. If you're an attendee from this year's class, please stand to be recognized as well. All right, last bit of housekeeping, I promise, and then we'll jump into this. After the Pledge of Allegiance this morning, Tina from our team is going to be going around to release you by table to collect your breakfast. With that being said, please allow me to introduce Orange County Supervisor Janet Nguyen to lead the Pledge of Allegiance and say a few words. Thank you.
Please stand. Veterans Day was yesterday. As we pledge our allegiance to this great country, please remember to always thank our veterans, military servicemen and women, and our law enforcement and firefighters, and all of our public employees as well, because without them, every day, we cannot have a wonderful life in our great nation. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. It's actually, I just want you to know there is an initiation process. So we're not going to be kind today. So remember that, everybody. We're not going to be kind. We're going to show him what Huntington Beach is all about. No, it's actually a great honor for me to be here. I want to thank the Chamber for hosting this. And, Mayor Burns, I'm not sure. I'm a little nervous here of what you're going to have here. But it does show, though, you have the support, not only just the city, but your full council. They're all here today just to show their support for you and the accomplishment you have made this year. So please give Mayor Pat Burns a big round of applause. And of course, he wouldn't dress up for me. But no. He's wearing slacks, okay. No, it's, I just, just a few things, from the county perspective, we balance our budget, a $10.5 billion budget. We are infusing, in the next 7 years, over $200 million, almost $300 million into the storm drains all across the 1st District, and we're gonna be spending tens of millions of dollars in our county libraries. And on top of that, we appreciate Huntington Beach partnership with our animal care. Our animal shelter is now open 7 days a week, full-time, so that you can visit and try to help us bring down and adopt these animals. And so there's so many things that's happened at the county, but more important for me, though, is my appreciation for the city, the mayor and the council, your city manager, and everybody else, because without your partnership with the County of Orange, we can't do what we do well. And so we appreciate all that you do, and also making my life less hectic. Thank you. Because I remember last year, as your senator, the governor killed all my bills because I represent Huntington Beach. But this year, now being at the County Board of Supervisor, we actually have a lot of projects that is on the way since beginning of this year and on to next year as well. And so we're excited. We'll be announcing some of those with our partners and with your mayor and the council in the next few months. And so I appreciate again for having me here.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. So Tina's going to be releasing tables to go up and grab food here in just a minute. Go ahead and enjoy a little bit of chat. Oh, yes, Tina? Oh, yes. Well, we have a little video that we'll queue up, thanking some of our sponsors and things of that nature. And as people grab their breakfast, once we've had that opportunity for people to grab food, we'll proceed with the next portion of the program. So thank you, everybody. But also, real quick, I'd like to say a couple of additional words. First of all, Supervisor Nguyen, thank you for the initiation comment. I will like to point out I did, in fact, play Edison High School football, so I have been initiated before, and I'm not scared. So we're good to go on that. But we also have another VIP in the audience who I forgot to recognize. That's on me. I would like to recognize Miss Huntington Beach and a princess from her court. If you could stand and be recognized, please. All righty, moving on to the next portion of our program, I would love to introduce the president of Golden West College and our title sponsor, Meredith Randall.
Thank you, Max. Golden West College is grateful as always for the opportunity to have a couple of minutes with you to highlight how we have added to the Huntington Beach community and also to sponsor this event. We are preparing to celebrate our 60th anniversary as a college in 2026, and we continue. My own 60th anniversary was a while ago, but, and we continue to look for ways to add to the experience of living here. I want to really quickly introduce the folks we have here today, starting with one of our trustees, Fu Win. One of our vice chancellors, Andrea Serban. Vice President of Student Services, Claudia Lee. Our Director of Marketing and PIO, Andrea Rangno. Former police chief and current Vice President of Administration, Rick Hicks. Vice President Jen Kaspek-Getz. And last, our Foundation Director, Jen Maurer, who I know many of you have met. A few things about the college. So did you know, for example, that our track is now open from 7 a.m. until dark for any resident who wants to run, or if you're like me, walk on it. Other areas that we invite the community to come use are Primrose Park, a brand new park that we have created on campus, the Native Garden, the library. We recently opened a new aesthetics area that offers facials and related services. And we continue to have our cosmetology program where you can get your hair done for a very reasonable price. I guarantee it. And we are looking forward to having the TET Festival return to campus in February after many years. We're very excited about that. I hope many of you have visited our theater to see one of our 4 productions each year. I don't think I've seen anyone at our football games, but I have to brag, our team just went 10-0, a perfect season. We are the only undefeated community college team in the state, and we are ranked #1 going into the playoffs. So so I'll keep an eye out on our website for when those start. And I know Max knows this, our men's water polo team is about to win its 9th straight state championship. Okay, I know I brag a lot about the college. I haven't even mentioned our expanding dual enrollment program in high schools, our nursing program, which is hopefully going to admit 100 students per semester soon, and our police academy, which trains 100 future officers every year, and a solar project, which is probably going to kill my vice president, but we will have a massive solar project in our parking lot. It starts next week on the Gothard and Golden West sides. All of this would not be possible without community support, and we are conscious that we have a duty to give back to this community. We are so pleased to be collaborating with the fire department on programs and the police department on future projects soon to be revealed, and we were also thrilled to have Mayor Burns at our Veterans Day event. If you haven't heard a bagpipe lately, come to our next Veterans Day event. And we remember every day that this community supported us in 2012 with a bond measure, which allowed us to build several classroom buildings. We hope to replace the rest of our geriatric facilities over the next few years. In the meantime, please come visit us on campus anytime and let us know how we can add to the Huntington Beach experience. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Meredith. We really appreciate that, and it's good to see as a lifelong Huntington Beach resident that sense of community and collaboration is still so strong with Golden West College and the city and the chamber, so thank you. Now, I'm honored to introduce our next speaker, the Honorable Mayor of Huntington Beach, Mr. Pat Burns, to say a few words and present a video.
I'm so stoked to hear about Golden West College. God, I took a tour of the police facility. Very impressed. Very, very impressed. Veteran ceremony was awesome, and I'm glad you guys are upgrading your geriatric for Butch. Butch will put that to full use very soon. Maybe he'll be there next week. But thank you guys for everything. Chamber, I always want to just shout out to you guys. I have all the respect for you guys who run your own businesses and stuff. It is, like everybody knows that I was a cop, 30 years. I did some crazy crap. I got into some good fights, people grabbing my gun and stuff. but never did I feel like I wasn't in control. Never. I can say probably there was a little hair on the back of my neck maybe a few times. I just always felt comfortable in those situations. It just doesn't faze me. What scares the hell out of me is if I ever had to run my own business. You people having to put up with regulations and just the whole day-to-day, 24/7, 365, worrying about the conditions of your business to see if you guys are going to be able to survive off the money you guys make, and given the ebbs and flows of financial situations. I'm telling you, then you throw in employees, God help you. Then you throw in food or something, oh hell. And then if you work with chemicals, God bless you. Because it's just, to me, it's like I say, there isn't a day that I don't thank God that I found police work, and I had a good living, I have a good retirement, and I'll tell you, I always said, police work I never had to grow up. To me, it was an extension of high school. It was just getting together with a bunch of buddies looking for trouble, getting in some fights, and going drinking. And that I've been able to do all the way into now city council. So when I'm done with this, if you guys need a good consultant on how to screw up a very good retirement, I can give advice on that. But I applaud you guys again, businesses and stuff. You guys, I'm total capitalist, and as long as you don't cheat, scam, and lie to get your business, because the one thing I just don't, whether any walk of life you're in, whatever you do, I just think right now greed is a poison, and hard work is the best shortcut to success. And well, that's what brings me into the state of the city. I want us to run like an efficient running business. And with the Curtin Council, we are working our tails off to dial us in, to run us like a business so there's as least waste as possible, and kind of maximize revenues without gouging and getting greedy, and then also minimizing the expenses. There is undoubtedly, I'm not going to lie, there is a lot of waste in city government, and we're cheating ourselves in revenues, but we're dialing that in. We are really working hard with Travis, all the staff, and the council. We're really trying to work hard and doing our best to serve the people the way we should be serving. And that's with the wisest use and the best and most efficient uses of our tax dollars. Because I tell you, I definitely value and I respect that people pay taxes, and it's supposed to be used in the right manner and for the right purposes. And a dime of waste is a dime too much in my book. We just got to serve the best way we can for the right reasons, not politically. You know, I always say public before party, community service before self-service. We just got to be servants of the people and respect that they work their ass off for pay taxes. And that it doesn't give us a carte blanche to waste and piss away their money. So with that, the state of the city is pretty good. I've talked to Travis. We're going to be in the green again. The staff and Travis are figuring out ways to keep us in the green. But because of the state, I make no bones about it. I hate Sacramento. I think they're pieces of crap. I think their intent is definitely party before people. Their agenda is before service, and I think it's a dangerous existence for us in any level of government. And they're really overreaching. You'd be amazed how little control we have over our zoning, which sickens the hell out of me, because I believe also in self-governance, local control. I want that. I want that so badly, and because I think we have the right community. I think we have the right public servants, whether it be on staff or in city council. All our electeds are dialed in to serve the people the best we can. And we don't need Sacramento to sit there and come up with crap, because they come up on every session, they come up with more and more stuff to invade us on local control. And I'm telling you right now, it's costing. It's costing. They might pad it with, oh God, yeah, here's a grant here. That's still taxpayer dollars and stuff. But eventually it comes back to us, and it costs us, Huntington Beach, taxpayer dollars to take care of some of those things that get mandated. So I don't trust the state. Their intent is power over purpose. And I just want it, the state of the city is good, and we're here to serve, and we're going to do our best. Please don't ever hesitate. Do not, any of you, hesitate to reach out to whomever you feel most comfortable with on council and seek some information or provide some guidance for us, because we can only serve you the best we can with the information we have. So please, if you see something, let us know, and we'll do our, I really truly believe that we're trying to do our best for all of you guys in the business community and our residents. So with all that, thank you, and I'm gonna introduce, not that I'm heartbroken about giving up the mayorship. It's been a lot of work, but the future, I don't look towards the past very often. I believe in just looking forward. And with that, Casey McKeon.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming. Obviously, very excited to carry on the torch for Mayor Pat Burns as the next mayor next year. Next year is very special in many ways. I'm sure you guys know it's the semi-quincentennial, which is America's 250th birthday. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. I've been telling people every event's gonna be the biggest and most badass event in the city's history. And Pat touched on it in terms of where we are at the state of the city. We're very strong. We've fulfilled our campaign promise of cutting the red tape and rolling out the red carpet for businesses. And I'm very excited to continue that. Next year's all for me. My main focus will be on the business community. It will be on highlighting our businesses, marketing our businesses. My council colleagues and I passed 3 meetings ago. I created a business development task force team. So we're gonna go out and use every single resource of the city to attract new businesses, streamline further our permitting process. We're very proud in 1 year we've increased our certificates of occupancy issued by 23%. We're gonna highlight this next meeting at our strategic plan update. So I'm excited about that as well. So please tune into the next council meeting because we'll go through our strategic plan successes that we adopted back in 2023. So a 2-year look back on what we've all accomplished. But it's just gonna continue. I was teasing Chris Casanova. She just kind of subtly posted at the Surf City Weekly a flyer that said new business is coming soon. I was like, why didn't you send this to me? Because I want to highlight this. So I just happened to post it, and it got so much traction from the residents, how excited they were to learn that Boot Barn's coming. And I've just been told I can announce it now that Mendocino Farms is coming officially to Pacific City in the old lemonade space, which is amazing. Other trampoline parks, other amazing coffee businesses, et cetera. So just that excitement shows you that how yearning the community is for new businesses, how excited they are to shop and dine at those new businesses. And our whole goal is to make you guys successful and also fuse in with my council colleagues who have there's a lot of great business experience that we bring to the table in the private sector, a lot of different experiences. And so our whole goal, as Pat touched on, is to fuse those best private practices into government while at the same time reaching out to the government or the private community to bring our businesses into the city and make you guys successful. So Pat's done a great job. The state of the city is not good, Pat. It's great, it's strong, and it will only continue to get strong. So thank you guys so much.
Now we have a video from the city, which we will cue up here.
This is Surf City 2025. This is home. This is where the sky roars. This is where the ocean never rests. This is where we chase the horizon. This is family. This is where champions are made. This is the best seat in the world. This is where every grain of sand has a story. This is where memories are made. This is where the night comes alive. This is where freedom still means something. This is where we stand together. This is Huntington Beach.
We've got a lot done this year. We fought for local control, made our streets safer, and built a stronger Huntington Beach.
When we look at it all together, it's about making Huntington Beach strong, business friendly, and ready for the future. And now Travis is going to walk us through what that looked like this year.
This year we focused on the fundamentals that keep Huntington Beach strong. We paved more than 200 streets, upgraded our stormwater system, and kept the Ohio Pump Station project moving forward to protect homes and businesses during storms. We've updated our zoning laws to protect neighborhoods with new limits where smoke shops and sober living homes can operate. We're cracking down on dangerous products like kratom and nitrous oxide near schools and homes. We also kept the city's budget structurally balanced, protected our reserves, and expanded financial transparency tools so residents can see exactly how every tax dollar is managed. These are the kind of improvements that make Huntington Beach safer, smarter, and ready for the future.
And that focus on public safety is what drives our police department every single day. Here are some ways that they're reducing crime and keeping Huntington Beach safe.
And I'm here with Chief of Police for Huntington Beach Police Department, Eric Parra. Chief, we're all about safety in this city. How have we done stat-wise to keep that possible?
Very, very low in all measurable areas, especially the ones that are really important to residents. If you look at residential burglaries, they are way down. If you look at auto thefts, it's like 50% reduction right now. If you look at thefts from vehicles, and I know it was a big topic from you for the thefts down by the beach, they are down dramatically this year. Catalytic converter thefts are down. All of the things that you would think are important to residents, the crime is way down. With respect to homelessness, we are dealing with that in a way that is unprecedented.
So this year, we've implemented some new technology. Can you please tell us about that?
Yes, so this year we are onboarding a new 911 system and a new computer-aided dispatch system and a new record management system, along with a real-time crime center.
And with the anticipated use of drones, that is going to really help out the patrol officers and really the crime center get to calls and see crimes in the process much more effectively, right?
Well, you know that. Remember back in the day, we would respond to a call for service. You would get the call and you would go. You wouldn't know anything about it.
You'd have to pad and paper it.
You're writing it down. There'd be no situational awareness. Now with drones and with the real-time crime center and with the camera integration, with all the technology, when you're going, now you're getting a camera view, you're getting a drone view. If the helicopter's up, you're getting the helicopter information coming at you. So you're much better prepared, and it's a much safer environment for both the citizens and for the police officers.
And technology is always improving.
Yes.
Do we have anything lined up for the future?
So what we're looking at now is we're looking at expanding a couple of key areas. One is in our DNA capabilities, because right now it takes about anywhere from 6 months to a year sometimes for DNA returns to come back. We're looking to enhance our capabilities so we can drop that time down to 2 weeks, which will allow us to better solve crimes and apprehend criminals very quickly and get them off the street so our crime rates stay low. We're also looking at expanding our high-tech crime center so that everything's related to technology now. We're doing that so we can get into phones better, get into computer equipment better, and get into databases quicker. And that allows us to retrieve that evidence and then file the cases. And it's so much better for us.
And that just puts perpetrators, bad guys in jail quicker, which makes our community even safer. And bottom line is, that's what we're supposed to do. That's our primary function, is make our community as safe as possible. One thing that makes Huntington Beach so special is our great relationship with the businesses of Huntington Beach. Case?
Yeah, that's why we're here at Calico Fish House. Also with my father, Calvin Free from the world famous Beef Palace Butcher Shop. We really care about business in Huntington Beach, and we promise to roll out the red carpet for businesses. And again, that's why we're at Calico Fish House, because an example of that program that we implemented was before Andrew Gruhl joined City Council. He told us that it took him 2 years to open this restaurant. And that experience inspired programs like Streamline HP that we've implemented that allows businesses to open faster and thrive in Huntington Beach. And now here's Councilmember Andrew Gruhl with some examples of how we're rolling out the red carpet for business.
Thank you, Mayor Pat. Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem Casey. So this is why we actually made Huntington Beach the headquarters of our business, right?
Yeah, that's why we've stayed here.
We've stayed here the whole time. We've opened 40 different businesses in 40 different cities. It feels like the number probably goes up and down. But of all of the cities in which we've opened businesses, this has been the one in which we can actually work with the city to try and figure out how to better streamline services in the city. Casey told that story, and it's essential for us as a business owner to take the experience that we've had to the city so that we can express to new businesses how and why it's important that the cities work with the businesses. And ultimately, that's about driving revenue so that we don't have to increase taxes, right? The more revenue there is in the city, the more businesses, the more business friendly, the healthier the city is from a financial perspective. By decreasing the amount of time that it takes to open a business, we're saving the businesses money, and we're also increasing revenue for the city, because the quicker they get open, the quicker we get a little bit of sales tax on that, and the quicker we revitalize the economic community here in Huntington Beach. What we want is when they come in and they go to the city, we're saying, hey, we're going to help walk you through this process. We're going to hold your hand, and we're going to get you to the opening stage quicker. Now that they've opened, we need to help them bring in the necessary customers to take their business to the next level. So we're marketing these new businesses. We're marketing the city as a vibrant place to come, increasing the visitorship. We've got a huge tourist community as it is, but we also need to generate and penetrate more business from within the community, because we have such a vibrant, almost really, it's a diverse group of businesses in Huntington Beach that you can't find anywhere else. So it is incumbent upon the city to market these businesses so that we can keep driving revenue in. And that's just the start. That's what we've already done. But looking forward into 2026, we're going to become the Silicon Valley of Southern California, the economic hub of Southern California. Everybody's going to want to do business in Huntington Beach because of these procedures and these mechanisms that we've put in place, and it is a white glove service. We're looking at bringing in some of the best business minds, having conventions, and bringing them all together so that this can be kind of like a multifaceted process where we get input from outside the community as well, so that all the businesses want to come here. When you Google the best business city anywhere in America, Huntington Beach is going to be the first city that comes up on that list.
Here we are in the Huntington Beach City Council chambers. This is where we try to serve and make the decisions in the best manner we can for the citizens, for the businesses, and even the guests of Huntington Beach. Here in Huntington Beach, we believe in self-control. We believe in self-governance. Councilwoman Gracie Vandermark and City Attorney Mike Vigliota.
Hi, I'm Councilwoman Gracie Vandermark.
And I'm City Attorney Mike Vigliota.
And we are here in a beautiful neighborhood of Huntington Beach, the kind of neighborhood we work so hard to protect from becoming high-density developments, and why it's so important to continue to preserve local control. Over the last few years, we've seen more and more attempts by Sacramento to tell us how to run our city, from housing mandates to election laws.
That's right, Gracie. As a charter city, Huntington Beach has the constitutional authority to manage its own local affairs. That means decisions about land use, zoning, public safety, and election laws should be made here by people who actually live and work in this community, our city council.
Exactly. It is those of us who live here in Huntington Beach that know what is best for our city. Our residents elected us to make the choices that protect Huntington Beach's unique character and quality of life. That is why we continue to stand firm when the state tries to impose the one-size-fits-all rules that don't work for every city.
That's right, Gracie, and we back that up with action. Since 2017, the city's been involved in multiple lawsuits against the state when they try and impose laws that take away our local control. Issues regarding SB 54, lawsuits about our housing element, and most recently, the lawsuit about our voter identification have all been fights, and the city council and the city attorney's office have been willing to take, and we will continue to fight for local control.
And when it comes to housing and zoning laws, we've seen the same kind of overreach. The state keeps pushing high-density housing into established neighborhoods like these, regardless of traffic, safety, or infrastructure impacts.
Exactly. Zoning and land use exist for a reason. Its purpose is to ensure that incompatible land uses are kept separate to protect the character, safety, and quality of our communities. For example, no one wants a housing development complex built right next to a waste treatment facility. Unfortunately, Sacramento continues to pass legislation that undermines local control and limits the city's ability to maintain sensible land use planning.
And that's what local control is all about. We know our city best, and as a charter city, we're going to keep fighting to make sure that Huntington Beach continues to govern itself for our residents, by our residents.
Welcome to the City Treasurer's Office. So I'm incredibly excited this year that we have 3 new elected officials, the City Attorney, the City Clerk, and myself, the Treasurer, Jason Schmidt. Come on back, let me show you the office.
So we do three major things in this office. The first and most important thing we do is we collect all the taxes for the city. Property tax, sales tax, hotel tax, business license tax, and all of your residential utilities taxes, including your water bill. Hey, Carol, how are you?
Okay, how are you?
How long have you been with the city?
Over 19 years.
And what do you do?
I process payments up here at the counter and assist the customers with whatever they need.
So the second major thing that we do is we process all the disbursements for the city. That means we pay all the payroll, and every other dollar that goes out of the city comes out of the treasurer's office. So Joyce, how long have you been with the city?
19 long years.
And so what all do we process for the city?
Well, we do all the accounts payable for all of our vendors for every department. We also handle all of the payroll for the city. Literally all of the money that goes out of the city has to come through our department.
So let's show you how we invest the money. So welcome to my office. The last thing that we do in the treasurer's office is we invest all the funds of the city. We have $500 million in reserves between our city and fiduciary funds. That's one of the highest reserve rates in Orange County, both on an absolute and a per capita basis, and reflects the financial health of our city. And while it's been fun to have you guys here, I need to get back to work.
Our Class 1 fire department is the best in the state with amazing public safety results.
With our fire department and our marine safety, they have the incredible record, first time in 7 years, that there has been no pool drownings or ocean drownings. And that's a record that we're very proud of. And with that, Chief McCoy and City Council member Butch Twining will further explain.
Good morning. I'm Butch Twining, City Councilman. This is our Chief, Eric McCoy. Thank you for being here today. For the first time in 7 years, we've had in Huntington Beach 0 drownings. How do you explain that?
Yeah, thanks for asking. It's something that we're really proud of. As we looked at the call data over the last couple of years, we realized that every single summer we're having drownings on what we call the inland side of PCH and pools. And so we started off this summer with our Water Watcher program, which is a tag that people can wear. They're free. They can come get them from City Hall, from the fire department. And those tags are really something that we're asking people to wear when they're in charge of watching kids in the pool. Our whole goal was to do that at the beginning of summertime and then be able to celebrate right about now that we had no drownings, and we did it this year. And so it's something that we're really proud of as a fire department, and we're really proud of our community.
Another big initiative rolled out this year was called Tablet Command. How does that get your crews to the scene of an emergency faster?
Historically in the county, each department had their own set of GIS maps.
Yeah.
And so now we have all of the fire departments in the entire Orange County area on one common operating platform. And so it really gives them this new platform where they have the latest, greatest, most updated information on every response they get. And so it's a huge technology that we were really excited to launch within the last couple months.
Chief, you've also added EMS paramedics to two of the truck companies. How does that help?
So one of the ways that we are able to add increased capacity with ALS services with our paramedics, as we have an increasing call volume consistently every single year, we wanted to do that in a way that was efficient, and we wanted to do that in a way that where we were being fiscally responsible. And the easiest way for us to do that was to add paramedics to our truck companies, which historically didn't have paramedics on them. So by doing that, we were able to add 2 additional paramedic units to an already busy system, and we've seen huge results from those new companies.
Chief, you may recall one of the initiatives that I came and talked to you about before was pushing the 12 to 14-hour ambulances to 24 hours. Is that going to help?
So about a year ago, we put an ambulance down at Warner Fire Station to make sure that we were meeting those response goals with the ambulance. And now we're at a place where the data is showing us that we need a 24-hour ambulance at that Warner Fire Station at Warner and PCH for that side of town, for that community. And so next month, that side of the town, they're gonna actually have a 24-hour ambulance at that station.
Chief, as you well know, opioids has been a problem not only nationally, but right here in Huntington Beach. What has the fire department done to address this problem?
Yeah, so I think it's an issue across the United States and Huntington Beach for sure. And so one of the things we're really proud to launch is what we call Breathe Safe HB. And that's a program where we're using some funding that's coming into the city, not from the general fund. And our whole goal is to go out into the community and do awareness level training for opioid overdoses. But we're also going to have these bags, these Breathe Safe HB bags. And in those bags, we're gonna have Narcan, and we're gonna have tourniquets. As we go out and we do the education piece, we're gonna be teaching people how to identify opioid overdoses, how to administer Narcan, and we're also going to be teaching classes that we call Stop the Bleed, where we teach people how to put on tourniquets if someone's bleeding, just so they can bridge that gap while we're responding.
Chief, you're not just responding to emergencies, you're preventing them. Thank you. Thank you for everything that you do for Huntington Beach.
Thanks.
Proud to call him my chief.
Hello again, everyone. My name is Mike Vigliota. I am your appointed elected city attorney. We have 3 different divisions in my office. A litigation division, which is focused on defending the city against all lawsuits that occur in Huntington Beach, from the smallest trip and fall all the way up to complicated excessive force cases. Second division is the advisory division, and the advisory division provides legal advice to all the different departments, from the Public Works Department to Community Services, Community Development, etc. And we also provide advice to all our elected and appointed officials. Our third division is our Community Prosecutor Division. The Community Prosecutor prosecutes crimes that take place in the city of Huntington Beach, and we focus on quality of life issues. The City Attorney's Office will work tirelessly to keep the Surf City community character intact.
Here in Huntington Beach, we try to take care of each other. We want to provide and make our community as strong as possible. And here, Chad Williams will try to explain how we provide people with support and try to build their dignity.
City Councilman Chad Williams here. Behind me is some of the folks from the Navigation Center, where they're getting some of the support that they need. And this really brings me back to my motivation to run for City Council, bringing my kids downtown to a pastime favorite place, north side of the pier, that amphitheater. I saw how there were so many people just strewn across the amphitheater. And the thought that came to mind is really, what has happened to Huntington Beach and how have we gotten to this place? I need to take a stand. If I want to make a difference, I want to see a difference in my city, it's time to get involved. And so that's what inspired my run for City Council. There was one gentleman that was in Los Angeles, and something had happened in the sober living home he was in. They'd kicked him out, and he literally wound up walking on foot, barefoot, all the way here to Huntington Beach. And this was somebody that wanted to get off the streets. And one of the things about Huntington Beach is that anyone that is willing to take our offer of help, they will get it from us. And so it was just a quick phone call to get online with some of our city services, and they showed up. Thankfully, one of the church members is actually one of our planning commissioners, Don McGee. I'll throw his name out there. The guy literally provided him, this gentleman, his shoes. He gave him his shoes, which is just amazing. It really shows the heart and soul of some of the city leadership that we have. And so this is just another way we could show them some compassion and dignity. And I'm so happy to be a part of this city and what we're doing here. Okay, so you guys have gotten to hear a couple of my personal stories, and what a difference has been made since those days. I'm standing here with Jessica Kelly, our Homeless Services Manager, to share a couple more insights and stats with you.
Our Homeless and Behavioral Health Division has housed over 200 people. This is due to our city social workers. We have 3 full-time city social workers, as well as our Navigation Center, which has space for up to 164 people in our community who are experiencing homelessness. Of those people that we helped house were a mother and her 3 kids, as well as some veterans, and our fastest growing homeless population, seniors.
And so this is just a way for us to be able to show compassion and dignity towards these folks. This is so much more than just numbers to us. These are names, and these are people that were made in the image of God. And this is really the heart and soul of what Huntington Beach is all about, reaching out and helping out the needy.
I am Lisa Lane Barnes, your elected city clerk. I keep City Hall transparent, accountable, and responsive to the residents of Huntington Beach. In the city clerk's office, we prepare and publish city council agendas so every decision is made clear and accessible. We manage municipal elections to ensure procedures are understandable, impartial, and consistently applied. We protect and preserve Huntington Beach's official records, ordinances, resolutions, and historical documents so information is available to the residents. Through our Passport Acceptance Division, we assist thousands of Huntington Beach citizens and neighbors to prepare for international travel each year. Your record, your voice, your city.
The safety and prevention of any kind of danger is laid on the Marine Safety Division within the city. They do a great job.
Marine Safety uses state-of-the-art equipment and proven lifeguard strategies to protect the millions of visitors who come to our beaches every single year.
I'm here, I'm Don Kennedy, councilman, longtime beach advocate, been here my whole life, surfed here, recreated here. I'm here today with Marine Safety Division Chief Trevor McDonald. Trevor, how are you keeping everybody safe? We got 8.5, 9 miles of beach.
Yeah, thanks so much. The Marine Safety Division's working hard all year round to keep everybody safe. The visitors, our community, everybody, the special events, everything that's going on down here at Huntington Beach, the Marine Safety Division's going to be working hard to provide the service that's expected, whether it's a aquatic rescue, a medical aid, enforcement, you name it, the Marine Safety Division's going to be down here providing that service. This year, in 2025, we'd have over 125,000 calls for service. Wow. Of that, 85,000 of them were preventative actions. And that's where our team's going out in the water, we're contacting people, and we're having to move to safer areas. And this year we had 4,400 rescues. And to put that in context is, if we were to fill up the entire football stadium at Huntington Beach High School, we're looking at about 4,400 people. So that's like successfully rescuing every single person at that stadium. And this year we had 0 drownings along our coastline.
I mean, that's absolutely incredible. Tell me about the dive team. I heard that's phenomenal.
Yeah, a couple points on our dive team is the underwater communication that our dive team can use to coordinate, to provide that service. Also, the dry suits allowing us to dive in contaminated water. And then the last piece of equipment that we train on is the rapid diver unit. And that piece of equipment allows our divers to arrive on scene, put that equipment on, and be in the water within 2 minutes.
I mean, that's fantastic.
But right now, what we have set up is a simulated rescue.
Would not be possible without the full support of our city council. As a city council, we're not just saying we're with you, we're in it with you. Dang, Councilman Kennedy's a badass.
Now let me introduce Mayor Pro Tem Casey McKeon and the director of the Pacific Air Show to explain why world-class events call Huntington Beach home.
Our events are really what Huntington Beach is all about. Our Surf City Marathon had over 17,000 runners. Our U.S. Open of Surfing packed our beaches for 9 straight days, and over 300,000 people attended our Independence Day celebrations. Now, Kevin, as the man behind the air show, what's it like putting on an event like that?
Well, you know, born and raised in Huntington Beach, and I couldn't be prouder listening to you talk about the stats of all the amazing things that happen here. But for me personally, the air show, it's great because it's a time that I get to enjoy with my family, being down at the beach, enjoying the best of my community, and it just brings out patriots from all over the place. We get hundreds of thousands of people enjoying the magic of aviation. All of our military descends on Huntington Beach. Yep. I mean, what a magical place to host an event like an air show.
Absolutely. We also have like the Wadapalooza SoCal, the AVP Beach Volleyball Open, the Marathon. So there's always something going on in Huntington Beach that brings families and communities together.
It's true. I mean, we've got 8.5 miles of unobstructed beach with beautiful parking and accessibility. And then you've got this fantastic resort communities and resort hotels behind us. It's really like an infrastructure you don't find anywhere else along the coast.
And this year alone, the city actually issued 87 permits alone for events. Wango Tango, for the first time come back on our beach, had over 15,000 guests and attendees, and that was headlined by Orange County's own Gwen Stefani.
Amazing stats, right? We get hundreds of thousands of visitors, millions of visitors coming to Huntington Beach. But for me, what it's all about, it's about our city staff. And I have to tell you, working in Huntington Beach is a first-class experience because of the investments that you continue to make in infrastructure and improving the things that we do, our online permitting system, and everybody is absolutely first class. And that's what keeps events coming back to Huntington Beach is the can-do attitude and the beautiful environment.
And we talk about, that's what it's all about, right? Events that bring the community together, but also fill our hotels, fill our restaurants, and keep Huntington Beach thriving for years to come.
At the end of the day, this city runs on love of community, the drive for self-governance, and patriotism. From our beaches to our harbors to our communities, we've built something worth protecting. That's why we'll always fight to protect local control for those great people who call this city home. That's Huntington Beach.
Really incredible video, very compelling. Give it up for the city of Huntington Beach, everybody, on that. Thank you very much. You know, there's a study that I want to make a point on here from a point that I saw in this video. 80% of a community's economic growth comes from those existing businesses within a community and as they grow and expand and hire new people within their city. So it's very pleasing for me as the new president and CEO of the Chamber to see the city so committed to our business community. It really, you know, that's one of the things that drew me to this role originally, and it's good to be back home to see that spirit still alive here in Huntington Beach. So it's awesome work. I have one more thing to ask from everybody here. There is a table tent on every one of your tables that says Best of HB with a QR code on it. Please vote, or nominate, I should say, your favorite businesses in Huntington Beach for the Best of HB Awards. Nomination period closes at midnight on December 8th. And with that, everybody, I'd like to say thank you, and that is the state of the city for 2025.